Wait, it's backwards? Forward. You see it?
Walking into the picture like what?
What's poppin'?
Knicks podcast.
Ain't no Knicks podcast, nigga. Welcome to Bodega Sports.
Yeah.
I am your host, and this is your co-host, my co-host, everybody's favorite co-host, Ken Dogs in the building. BX Lewis here for your entertainment pleasure.
Alright, it's gonna be rough, y'all, because this is our first
This is
time.
our first try, but please, stay with us. It's gonna get better.
So what we about?
I'm showing this for a reason.
Alright.
Shit's it's getting interesting, people. It's getting real interesting here.
Alright, so most of us that are...
Oh, wait.
What?
We can't. I ain't started yet.
Man, put that shit on, bro. This is what
We live, nigga.
This is what happened when you're on Hood News Podcast.
Yup.
You get all these crazy shit.
And
But
we live, people.
it's Hood News Media. We're doing the YouTube. We're doing the recording right now. We're going live. So, alright. What we about?
We about these motherfucking NBA on Bodega Sports today.
Now, you know what crazy thing I heard, though? And this is just to let y'all know, it's all by NBA.
This is the NBA Bodega Sports, man.
But when they tell them they find Anthony Davis 50 grand.
Let's talk to the people about why they find Anthony Davis 50,000.
Man, it's crazy because I feel like
You got notes, people.
the NBA's rule is that you can't find players for colluding to go to different teams and playing with each other. But when you look at it, they could find the other people that are part of it. So the agents, you could find the managers, general managers, and stuff like that. But to me, if you're gonna find one person, why can't you find everybody?
Well, the good thing about that is we won't be talking about collusion
Okay.
in our topics today.
Okay.
But let's hit it on the head. So all those who just started watching the video.
I'm putting my leg up. Y'all can't see this, but I'm putting my leg up.
Yo, let's get right to it. Let's talk about Anthony Davis.
Phenomenal player.
Why is he asking for a trade all of a sudden? He said he wasn't going to say shit to the end of the year. Oh, yeah, we cursed too.
I'm going to give you from day one, when he came to the NBA, who took him under the wing and said, was like, yo, you going to be amazing.
Bron Bron.
Bron Bron. Who made it and kind of got him to go to the Olympics and took him under?
Bron
Bron Bron. The man has kind of led the path for a lot of players to do a lot of things. And I'm not saying that he's the greatest or anything like that. I'm just saying right now, everybody's got a chance to team up, and he's got a chance to team up with some of his friends, right, in the past. And when he's done it, it's been dynamic. My problem is, why every time the Lakers try to do team up or get two great players together, the league is like, wait a minute. And you know what I'm talking about. When Chris Paul said, I'm going to the Lakers, the deal was done.
David Stern's bitch ass said, no!
He was like, nah. Nah, we can't do that. We can't be doing stuff like that.
Because back then it was different though, because it wasn't as much freedom as there is now under the new commissioner, where these super teams started going.
But why is everybody so against Davis going to a franchise like the Lakers?
Because they need to build up the other teams, because if not...
But they're like, go to Boston. They're like, nah, let's go to Boston. To me, Boston got like, it's true, Boston has so much to offer. Like if I'm the Pelicans, I'm waiting for Boston. But I don't really think...
The problem is, according to the rules, right? It's called the Derrick Rose rule.
Yeah.
They cannot trade for Anthony Davis because they got Kyrie under contract. So even if they was to trade half of the team, the numbers wouldn't add up, and it would still put them over the cap at the end of the year.
True.
So they gotta wait till the summertime.
True. Which is why the Pelicans can wait too, to give that. But I'm at the same time, I'm like, yo, what if Kyrie don't stay? But you could use that for Kyrie, like, yo, Kyrie, if you stay, we could get this dude to come play with you. Now what happens is everybody on that team knows what's gonna pop off. You getting traded. You getting traded. You getting traded. Y'all all getting traded. So if we all getting traded, why are we kicking and doing everything that we need to do to win this championship unless it's to make sure our pay grade goes up after this championship?
Yeah.
And you're basically saying you don't believe in your team enough to get the championship.
And that could be a very dangerous proposition for the Celtics. Because right now, let's talk about the Celtics in general. Kyrie being back on the team and Hayward being back on the team, this is a problem for them. They're not the same team.
And then they've realized that. I think Kyrie speaking out, he did what LeBron does when LeBron says, I don't want my team to be the way it is. He did what LeBron does when LeBron says, these dudes got to go. And when he said that, these young dudes, they knew exactly who he was talking about.
But the problem there is, I think he spoke out of turn.
Definitely.
Because in reality, you might be the leader of the team, but that's not your team. This team made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year without you. And they played a hell of a series. They gave that team fits. I still think that Cleveland team should have lost to that Boston team.
Definitely. I think without LeBron, that's the LeBron factor, right? You put him on a team, just like Anthony Davis on a team, your chances go way up. It goes over the bar. I even saw someone talking about that, if Kyrie was on the Boston team, wasn't hurt, they would still make it to the finals. That's not guaranteed.
Nope.
That's not guaranteed.
Because of the way they play ball, let's be honest. Yeah. Let's be honest. They play basketball like a college team. Because we all know that coach used to run a college team, and when he had that team last year, it was like a college team because you had nothing but young bucks. So guess what? You play against an NBA team like a college team, you liable to win. You could win a couple of games. You might even make it places where you've never been because NBA teams are not ready to play that type of style during the playoffs.
What do you think happens if he ends up on a team that he is not? Do you think he would go as far as saying, hey, you guys find me, now I'm going to make it even worse for the Pelicans and just say, I'm only going to these 3 teams?
Well, this has already been said by the agent. This is why he's got fined. Because the agent said he's only going to the Lakers and the Knicks are a possibility. Everybody else, he's only going there as a rental player.
Yeah.
And this is why he got fined $50,000. Yeah. So now my thing is this,
which
right?
is pennies.
Let's talk about the possibilities, right?
All right.
Let's start from the team that least can get him, right? Let's talk about the Knicks.
Okay.
What they gonna give up?
The Knicks are gonna give up everything.
From what I understand from the reports from Wojnarowski, ESPN, I'm gonna give you props. He's saying they're willing to give up Porzingis.
Yeah, because Porzingis has already proven that he's not happy with the franchise, and I don't think he will sign. He knows that he's at a part of his career where he's like, I could go anywhere. New York doesn't offer me what I want. New York wants me to be there so they can build. So I don't see him as a money-grabbing player. I see him more of a franchise player that wants to be in a winning situation and not willing to wait for that to happen. Because that time when he was with Carmelo and everybody else, I think it kind of made him feel like, yo, he felt hurt about a lot of things. And he was really close to Carmelo, so...
But let me tell you another thing. I don't think he's a franchise player, but he's not the star player.
Yeah.
He's somebody's Robin.
I think he's a little better.
You think he's a little better than Robin?
I think he's a little better than Robin. The reason why I say that is the big man is coming back. People don't realize it, but the big man is coming back into, not as a traditional big man where you just stay down low and you pop some twos, mid-range 12, 15. I think the big man is coming back because he has more skill set. So now, not only can he do the close 12 and 15, he can stretch out for maybe a 3. Pop shots, right? He just comes in and takes it. Not that he's going to be doing the Stephen Curry.
He's skinnier than Anthony Davis.
Yes. So And I think he has more talent than Anthony Davis. The only thing I think is different is
he ain't got that shot.
frame and that physicality that Anthony Davis brings.
He hasn't proven himself either.
Exactly.
So the Knicks, this is what I think the Knicks are going to offer. Because the Pelicans said, we're not making no deals until the summertime, right? Yeah. But
unless it's overwhelmingly good.
Right. So the Knicks is like, oh, really? All right, we'll give you Porzingis, we'll give you Knox, we'll give you Frank Ntilikina, and we'll give you a first-round pick. You think that does it?
If they put Porzingis in there, automatically it's a minute. I think it's a deal.
And they said in order for that to work, they'll give you the first-round pick, but you got to take Tim Hardaway Jr. You don't take Hardaway Jr., you don't get the pick.
If I'm the Pelicans, I give him to the Knicks. The reason why I give him to the Knicks, and he stays as a rental and he goes to the Lakers, I automatically, the Knicks don't have anything when you get him, is that Porzingis, you trade him and you put him on another team like the Pelicans, you have a franchise player again. You don't lose much.
And he's a restricted player. He can't sign nowhere else.
Yeah.
Well, he can't sign an offer sheet, but you got the right to match it.
Yeah. So automatically you get something that's worth, hey, we have a great player. You go to Boston will give you all these little talents.
But if he goes to New York, he's not going to be a rental player. Because you best believe the Knicks is going to be like, all right, you come in here, you got to sign an extension. Because we're giving up everything we got. We're trying to build.
Yeah, but he's not guaranteed to do
that. But that's why this is going to get interesting. Because if the Pelicans say yes, are they going to give the Knicks a 72-hour window to try to work out the extension? Because they basically could give him a max at that point.
If he says...
If they give him the max, next year the Knicks are going to have so much money off those books, they can sign 2 more max players.
Yeah, I mean, they could go after KD and they could go after another player. But the problem with that is, if he goes there, they need to make that happen for him to stay. So every year, well, not every year, 2019 they got to do something. 2020 they got to do something. They basically got to do something to make him want to stay. And it's hard for the Knicks to get people to come and say, hey, I want to do it. His best bet is Boston and LA.
So if I'm the Knicks and I'm telling the Hornets, yo, y'all gonna lose him regardless, right? I'm gonna try to take our offer. The problem is the Knicks can't afford to lose that first round pick if he's gonna be a rental.
I'm the Knicks. I'm not trading for Anthony Davis. Why? Because everyone's talking about Anthony. The only 2 teams that really need Anthony Davis is Boston. Why? Because they are 1 fit away of mixing players together and making a great team to go to the finals.
Okay, so who are the Celtics going to give away?
So the Celtics have, what's that, the dude that got hurt and came back and he just... Hayward. So Kyrie already not feeling Hayward. And the Warriors are trying to push Hayward out of there. And they're saying he's a liability. There's teams that are playing manipulation games to get certain players off certain teams. So Hayward is gone. You know Rozier is gone. You know Tatum is gone. So
which is sad.
Because Tatum is the future of that team.
Oh my God.
But they give all of that to get a all-star, and so they get Kyrie's game, which is I handle the ball and I feed you.
Which is what Anthony Davis needs.
Which is what Anthony Davis needs. Makes perfect sense for Boston. Boston has been waiting for this for the longest. This will keep Kyrie. This will keep Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Perfectly works fine for them. Great. The problem for me is I really wouldn't give up shit to the Pelicans because they're in a lose-lose situation, man. The man said he want to go.
The problem with that is, though, he can't go to 2020. So he's stuck there. If I'm the Pelicans, I'm like, you know what? You're going to go where I say you're going to go.
But why Boston is like, Boston has a good shot with the team that they have right now to make the finals in the East. They don't really need Anthony Davis to go further anywhere except for if they meet up with the Warriors. And I think the team that they have, if they find a groove, they could face the Warriors. The problem with them is they don't have the confidence that Anthony Davis coming in is not going to make that confidence level go up in that amount of time.
That's why I don't think he goes there.
Yeah. So my thing is, let him stay with the Pels and let the Pels go and just give him up, because really and truly, if you telling me you're gonna lose that piece, why am I giving you everything I got when you're gonna lose it? And it's still a risk, just like Kawhi is a risk, because at the end of the day,
he out.
He could be out, and the Lakers could still possibly get everything they want and not lose anything that they have.
That's true, because that's interesting. Now let's talk about what the Lakers could give up. You hear what they're trying to give up?
Lakers trying to give up too much.
They're trying to give up Kuzma, Ingram,
Lakers trying to
Ball,
give up
Magic Johnson, Bodega do Jabal. They're trying to give up legends, nigga. They said we give y'all one of the trophies too.
Lakers we'll let Kobe come sit in your game.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, the Lakers is desperate.
The Lakers is
why?
But
why? They already established. Magic Johnson already established. We're not winning shit this year.
But their plan is, Magic is like, if I get Anthony Davis, guess who's sitting at home waiting for a phone call, and all I gotta do is like suit up, Melo. So I got Anthony Davis, I got Melo, and I probably got KCP, and I still got all these little old fellas over there waiting to be playing.
Kyrie might come join me.
We going somewhere.
They winning.
So the thing is, the Lakers are trying to do something to make the playoffs. They're not trying to just. They're looking at the young stars like, you guys are good, but how long are we gonna take for you to get to where LeBron is at? Remember, LeBron is old. They don't have.
He's starting to break down.
Yeah, they don't have the. He don't have the Cleveland water no more.
Yeah, steroids. Allegedly.
So that Sprite is a different kind of Sprite.
That Sprite, Wildberry. Yeah.
And so he's old, and they need to do whatever they need to do as quickly as their window is small.
Too small.
It's too small, so they're like, listen.
They got about another 2 years of them.
Yeah, so they're like, let's do whatever we got and get someone who's 25 years old. So LeBron's fading away, you're coming in, it's going to be your team. It's the same thing they told Kobe. Shaq is fading away, you're here. Let's just let him fade away gracefully, and you're going to be the man. Kobe didn't want to wait. So
said, fuck that, I'm the Black Mamba, bitch. That's my motherfucking team.
So, yeah, so all in all, it'll be interesting to see.
This is dramatical. This is the first time the NBA has been dramatical in years since Melo. How long was that? 7 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, the Lakers know if they get Anthony Davis, he's definitely signing and staying. LeBron is his man, same agent. They don't have a risk of losing him.
They're just giving a lot.
They're giving a lot. So their risk is giving. Their risk is giving too much. Boston is.
Kuzma, Ingram, Ball, 2 first-round picks, and something else.
I don't think Ball is a lot. Ball has potential, but Ball reminds me of.
You know what Ball is? I'm gonna tell you right now. Give him another 2 years.
Who?
Ball. He's a late bloomer. I think he's a late bloomer. I think that in 2 years we'll be talking about Ball.
And I'm silent because I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, is his aggression ever gonna get there?
2 years.
Is his confidence ever going to get there?
2 years.
Maybe this will help him get there. Because you're going through a dramatic experience in life, and then automatically you're like, yo, you know what? I'm going to show you why I'm the man. Oladipo, there you go. For anything that you would look at, you just kind of put him in a box. And
you went to a small market team?
Small market team, and then he turned into be the franchise player. You're like, what? Wait a minute. We knew you were nice, but
damn. Good segue. Let's talk about Oladipo.
Man, damn. I was so hard.
I wanted to cry for him.
I was like, damn, the dude got hurt, man, and right in the, you know when everything is going right for you in life, clicking, and
he was. Listen, man, he had an R&B album. What is it? An EP? It charted. It was in the top 100.
They're better than Kobe's album.
Damn, why you gotta kill a Black Mamba like that though?
They're better than Iverson now.
But anyway.
Who else had an album? Wasn't Better World Peace had an album too?
Yup, it's Spreewell.
Spreewell had an album. The only person that ain't do better than was Shaq's album.
Well, Shaq is Shaq. Shaq can sell you roaches and you buying it. Hey. They gotta ask us Shaq's a Shaq. You buying it. So he's out. What are they gonna do?
I still think they still play well. They've done. They still have a good chemistry to play.
They need a slasher.
So if I'm the Pacers, I'd make a deal right now to help me go further in the playoffs. I still think they can make a trade to go further in the playoffs. There's a lot of teams I would say need to make trades.
This is who I'm calling.
Yeah.
I'm calling the New York Knicks. What you want for Hardaway?
I'm telling you, yeah.
And you know,
so,
and you know, if I'm the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a Reggie Miller signed autograph poster and a second-round pick, and you can have this dude.
All right, so I'll tell you all the teams I think that shouldn't make a trade. Let's forget about Anthony Davis for a second.
Okay.
I'm looking at my sheet right now, and I think the Thunder needs to make a deal to get a shooter or a slasher on that team to kind of give them help on the bench or to give them help spacing out so that, because you got to think, right? You have two good slashers and you can't pass the ball for someone to be out there to shoot like KD used to do.
Well, PG's a shooter.
Yeah.
He's not a slasher no more.
But he's not as effective. I'm talking about Steve Kerr. Just all I'm doing is I'm at the line and you're going to guard me at the line. Because if I don't move, you know, man, you're going to guard me. You can't double anybody else because my job is to stay at the line.
That's why I think Courtney Lee would be a good addition to that team.
He makes so much money.
I don't know. Well, you guys make sacrifices if you're going to win, right?
All right, so who do you think, what team would you suggest to make a trade? Or what players should they, what kind of players should they get?
Right now, I think the Nets should make a play for another point guard.
I'm surprised that's going to destroy that team. If they do that.
They need somebody who can come off the bench, though.
Someone that knows their role, but they could go after Jeremy Lin again.
Yes, that would work.
They could go after Jeremy Lin again. He can run the offense.
You know who I do want to get traded though? Out of all of this that's going on, just so he can get himself a ring?
Who?
Vince Carter. Why don't y'all motherfuckers trade Vince Carter? And y'all not going nowhere. Why don't y'all trade Vince Sanity back to Toronto? They need another person up there. If they add Vince Sanity up there with Kawhi,
I didn't think about it. But that's pretty good.
Boston better watch themselves.
That's pretty good.
Boston better watch themselves. The freaking Bucks. The Bucks ain't going nowhere, son.
Yeah, that's a regular season team. They ain't
got no shooters like that, B. One player is playing for a contract next year.
Yeah.
The other player, he can't shoot, which is Giannis. He can't shoot. Yo, I shoot better than you, G.
Did you see what he got dunked on?
Who dunked on him?
I gotta watch it. He got banged on. I think it was he's playing OKC, so it must have.
Oh, PG!
Yeah.
I did see that. I'm sorry. Yeah. PG
yammed it on him, son. Yams.
And he wanted to go crazy. He held himself too.
Yeah, those were some yams. Well cooked yams. Down south yams. That was a yammer.
You know, Vince Carter can actually go to the Pacers too and help them out. But I really want to see him go to Toronto. I would like to see him go. Listen, we know why Atlanta gave him that money. They signed him so he could be the veteran voice on that team. Okay, good. You had half a season to get to them. We ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't be surprised to see him traded back home to fucking Toronto, and that team really takes off. And then everybody in the East is in trouble.
I would like that.
Cause he knows his role. He coming off the bench, giving you 15.
Yeah, I would like that. I think it would do a lot for the NBA to see him and then retire his jersey and give them what they do. I think that's a good deal.
So now I want to talk about somebody interesting that's going on. This is another player that's probably going to get fined this week is going to be Klay Thompson, because his agent put out a statement saying that, and I quote,
I didn't hear this one.
If he don't get the max contract from the Warriors, the Lakers, he will be eyeing.
Listen,
What does that say to you?
A lot of teams want to play for a lot of players want to play for the Lakers. A lot of players want to play for the Lakers. Why? Because LeBron brings that energy for stars to want to play with.
But wait, there's a lot of players that don't want to play with him either.
There's a lot of players that don't want to play with him only because they have, when you can't realize that you will never be at his level, you have to accept. Like, Scottie accepted that he wasn't Mike, but he was nice. He was like, yo, I'm not Mike, but I'm going to bust your ass. I'm the person next to Mike. It's just like when you have Scarface.
And there's me.
Scarface and Manolo. I ain't Scarface, but I'm Poppy.
Yep.
So you gotta be that player, and that's why you have Russell Westbrook and OKC doing good, because now they know their role. Everybody gotta know their role. Like, you watch the Warriors, and that's KD's problem. You see his language, you see his body language. He realizes now, like everybody realizes, it's Steph's team. Steph is the blood, the vein. He's even the coach. Forget Steve Kerr. Steph is one of the most legendary shooters we've seen in our time. I watched that dude play, and I'm like, yo.
I'm amazed.
That dude is video game. Left, right, A, B, son.
But that was funny how he tried to dunk. And then he went, shot the three. Yo,
he's so entertaining that when his man caught a dunk, he tried to go and celebrate, and he fell, and he made Sports Center. It made sport. Let me tell you something, man. I don't think that we've seen a player like this in a long time. We've seen Chris Mullin, we've seen Reggie Miller, and even Reggie Miller doing the 7 seconds, 11 points, whatever, was great. But any shot that Steph takes, I'm thinking he's gonna make it. No matter where he is on the court.
I'm a fucking super. I'm just on the court. So then, yo, there's a 50% chance that he's gonna make that.
Yeah, shot. Mike was great, but I'm not guarding Mike at half court.
Yeah, true.
I'm not guarding Mike at half court. I'm not guarding KD at half court.
Yeah, you gotta step
up. If Steph pulls up as soon as you inbound the ball, I'm like, yo, full court press. Full court press. You know what I'm saying? Curry chicken is amazing.
Damn. Let's go back to Kyrie. He's leaving or he's staying? Or he's going with his man LeBron? All this crying and apologizing, I'm sorry.
I think Kyrie right now is looking to see where his legacy is going to
be. Yeah, his legacy is going to be.
And I think Kyrie at the same time will probably end up on the Knicks or the Lakers.
If Davis ends up in the Knicks, Kyrie goes with him. If Davis ends up in the Lakers, he's going to the Lakers.
I don't even think it needs Davis.
Davis this summer is going to be the. You remember how everybody was saying Kawhi was going to be the puzzle this summer?
Yeah.
Not no more. I think Davis is going to be.
Well, he's definitely the puzzle. But does Boston give Kyrie a max contract?
No.
So this is my problem. Everybody's like Kyrie. Boston is cheap.
Sorry, Kyrie. You good, but I'm not giving you a max. You already had a couple of injuries.
Yo, he stay hurt.
I'm giving you a 3-year at top.
He's Derrick Rose
2.0.
Yeah.
Yo, Derrick Rose is playing Kyrie.
And he just got hurt this week.
Again?
Yeah.
This nigga, man.
And he just got hurt.
What's wrong with you, son? You're not drinking enough milk, nigga?
He was putting in work. It's a small injury, but he got hurt. But that's Kyrie to me too.
Hall of Fame. Hurt.
Knee problem. When you that kind of explosive player and you have knee problems, you're not longevity, my man. And max contract means 6-7 years. I don't see that in Kyrie.
And that's one of the problems I'm having with Dennis Smith Jr. from Dallas. He looks like to dump on everybody. Chill, B.
Well, that's the problem with most young players is that they don't realize that even with Westbrook, it's like take your time and then explode. You don't need to be full throttle 24/7.
The difference with Westbrook is he don't got a hefty body, muscular body. He's skinny.
Yeah, he
gonna get away with it.
He played street ball, so you know he
yeah. With Dennis Jr. and Rose and them, they got like muscle on their body that they carry around. That's like carrying muscle.
I think street ball players last longer than just gym rats. that goes to show you, like, all these players out there going and playing AAU and all that, play some street ball. Because your feet on that concrete will let you play better in the gym. Because you're absorbing all that body and all that on your. If you can play on the street court, you definitely good on playing in the gym. Those gym players go play street ball is a wrap. That's why the NBA used to be like, nah, we don't want you to go play in N1, any of that, because these players used to get hurt because they want street ball players. They were gym rats. So you gotta watch that.
So let's play a little game.
Oh,
I came up with a little game.
Okay.
It's called Who, What, When, Where.
Oh damn.
All right. Let's start with the who.
Okay.
Mike Conley from Memphis.
Okay.
Who gets Mike Conley? Because he's getting traded.
I think Mike Conley's gonna go play with Mike for Mike.
Jordan?
Yeah.
You think he's going to the Hornets?
Yeah.
Why?
I think Mike Conley.
You think to leave to push Kemba over to the shooting guard?
I think they have. I think that relationship, Mike Conley. It's just something about it. It's a gut feeling, none that I know of. But I think Mike Conley is gonna end up in the East, and he either could end up in Detroit or with Mike.
You know where I'll put him? I'll put him with the Nets. He's one of those veteran players that knows how to gel with the younger players. I think that would work.
That would work. I just don't see him going there, though.
Now the question is what? J.R. Smith. What the fuck is he doing? What's going on? What do you think is going on with J.R. Smith? They showed him to Madison Square Garden with Melo. Him and Melo back at the Garden. Melo got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
What's up with J.R. Smith, man? Why all of a sudden I ain't playing in Cleveland? Don't you got to honor the contract? Are they paying his ass to stay home?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't put it past him to see JR in the Lakers uniform.
Everybody wants to be with the Lakers.
Yeah, I wouldn't. LeBron is probably the saving grace for JR. I don't think anybody can control JR as close as LeBron did. And you've seen what, even with LeBron, he was still on some Henny. So yeah, so I don't think any team wants JR. He's kind of crazy, and nobody wants to deal with that headache, man.
Then we got the win. Carmelo Anthony. When do they do this deal? Because now the Rockets is bullshitting now.
Yeah, the Rockets. The problem with the Rockets is that they're stupid because they're gonna have to let him go, and whether they let him go now or later, it was just, to me, that's you being hateful and not showing respect to a player of his talent. And they're like, oh, Carmelo's this, Carmelo's that. Listen, the Rockets still suck when Carmelo left.
Well, they said it wasn't even his fault. They said he just didn't gel. Well, you should have known that from day one.
Yeah, he gelled. They didn't give him the right role. They didn't tell him what role he was, and whatever he was trying to do, everything was like, it was like his fault, his fault, his fault. It was like easy to pick on him. It was easy to pick on him because they had high expectations for him, but the rest of the players didn't come into camp training.
Right.
So when your star players are not doing their thing, you can't just go and blame the new addition.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I think Carmelo probably, unless the Lakers go and offer them something. They're trying to be greedy. They're trying to be greedy, and at the end of the day, I think it's hateful that you don't let the guy play and you just hold his contract there.
He was fitting so well.
Can he just buy out his contract though?
No.
Oh, he can't.
He cannot, because it's only $2 million minimum.
Okay.
The problem is the Rockets don't want to pay him the $2 million. So they're trying to see if they can get something for him. They're not gonna get nothing. Yeah. Just look, man. Just give him $2 million and go away. He's a hustler, man.
He can't.
That's what you call a New York hustler. This dude been getting paid so much money, and he ain't really been paying no ball.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
He's saying that la 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 la.
And then my where is Marcus Gasol. I don't know where he going though.
Where?
With his brother. San Antonio Spurs.
That would be phenomenal.
That'd be crazy.
That would be phenomenal for the Spurs to take both of them, Mike Conley and
oh my God! It'll take them back to at least where they are right now. They are in the 6th position. That will move them up to at least 4.
If they get both of them, they take in the West.
think so?
Yes.
That's hard because the Warriors is still
No, I don't care about the Warriors. There's no better coach than
Popovich.
He will destroy Steve Kerr all day long.
And then we got the talk of the town, who was supposed to be the missing puzzle next year, but now he's taking a step back because Anthony Davis is going to be the missing puzzle. Kevin Durant. Is he staying on his leave? Because now there's more reports that he's like, I'm out again. This dude is like an undecided wife or bride to be. I'm not sure if I want to get married. I do want to get married. I don't want to get married. I'm not sure. Make up your mind.
I think Kevin Durant is going to wait till the last minute. If they win the championship,
he's gone.
I think he might leave.
I think he might go somewhere where he can cement himself as this is my team.
You know what it is? He already realized, like I said, it's Steph's team. Everyone knows it's Steph's team, and I don't think he could understand what's going on because basically, wow, we get the red towel flown at us while we're recording video.
They're throwing towels at us. They love us.
Video recording.
Towels, all right. What does red towels mean, though?
Throwing the towel?
I ain't throwing in no towels.
KD's throwing the towel, bro.
That's exactly what that means. He's throwing in the towel. Like,
yeah.
This ain't my team. But the thing with that is, if he decides to go somewhere else and he don't win, woo! That's why I say he gotta go to New York. You gotta go to New York and establish yourself and try to make that team your team. Because if that team starts winning, if they fucking win, listen, you go to the Knicks, right? And I'm being biased, of course, because I'm a Knicks fan. But if he goes to the Knicks and they win the Eastern Conference Finals,
this is
they're gonna be like, yo, he's great. That's it. You cementing yourself as great. Nobody's been able to take the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The only team he can go to is the Knicks and the Wizards.
True.
The problem with the Wizards is if he goes, they might be able to salvage what they have.
I think Bill is gone.
Not if he comes.
I think they're gonna trade Bill for Dame Lillard.
Dame Lillard's another dude that want to go. It's interesting because a lot of teams are going to swap.
There's gonna be a lot of swapping this. Yo, we're gonna be busy.
Yeah, I don't know where Bill would go.
Portland.
Swap like that. One-on-one swap.
Mm-hmm.
If Lillard goes to Washington,
Durant follows suit.
Yeah. That's a good way to bring. That's a good way to bring Durant to get Lillard.
So earlier we were talking about how they don't want these players to conspire and try to team up. I got an interesting question for you. Is it fair that LeBron James' business partner is allowed to be an agent for other players? Isn't that a conflict of interest? They told Jay-Z, you cannot own a team and have agents. Have a company where you have agents running the players' contracts, right? But this is almost similar because Ron Paul, who is LeBron James' agent, business partner, and friend, is also agent to other players. You think these players aren't talking to this agent? Like, yo, tell your man I'm coming?
Well,
it's
known. You're right. It's known.
I understand that agents, they still do that shit, but you cannot tell me that a man's business partner is going to be an agent for other players. That's the same thing I just told Jay-Z he couldn't do.
Well, the NBA has problems with their rules. Their rules are not, they're guidelines. They're not rules. They're guidelines, and they're only, and the reason why the NBA loves it is because, do you know how much conversation has been had about Anthony Davis, Ron Paul? Listen, this right now is on every social site. Everybody's watching basketball. They say they're going to fine you $50,000. They know it's not going to be a lot. Now it keeps the momentum of this conversation going. 1 week from the trade deadline, right? Now we have All-Star Weekend.
9 days.
All-Star Weekend coming. So it keeps the NBA in the limelight, and it gives them something to actually go and just talk about. So their rules or guidelines are not really rules. They're the most liberal organization out there when it comes to these rules because they decide when and where they can apply them and who they should apply them to.
I remember they fined Jay-Z $150,000 because he went to a Duke game and was talking about the player. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Yeah. They need to fix that, though.
Yeah, I mean they don't want to. They don't want to because that's how they make the news and that's how they make these agendas and stuff.
Let's talk about our predictions now.
Oh shit.
We got time? We got time.
I hope we're recording. I don't know if we're recording.
I don't know. We should be recording. If we're not recording it, it's not on us. But if we are, thank you for staying tuned. Now, the East. Run down your list. It says Ken East on there.
Ken East. Listen, I can't wait for March Madness. We got to draw brackets.
Yeah.
All right. So for the East, just go down mine.
Just go down yours.
All right. So Celtics is number one. We said that was trash. We didn't think that. We thought they were going to be number one.
Yep.
Who knew Kyrie coming back would have fucked it up?
They're at number 5 right now, 6 games back. Can they catch them? No. Number 2?
I do say the Celtics make top 3 though.
Yeah, because now the Pacers are in 3rd place here. That's what's gonna happen is the Pacers are gonna drop. Mm-hmm. They might even drop. How many games we got left? You think more or less like 27 games? I think it's getting down to the nitty-gritty now.
Yeah.
I say the Pacers drop maybe down all the way to 7th from 3. So let me give you. All right, before you do that, let me give you the East. Right? We got the Milwaukee Bucks, number 1. That's not going to stay too much longer, especially with a lot of trades that's going to happen. I think they'll end up in the top 4. Okay. Raptors are number 2. I think the Raptors will stay at 2.
I think the Raptors will be number 1.
I think they're going to stay at 2 because I think eventually the Sixers or the Celtics are going to find that way up to the number 1.
Nah,
the Sixers is gelling.
They are, but I just don't. I think the Raptors is just going to get better. The Raptors are the only team that hasn't got anybody hurt. They don't need no trades. When you get trades, you usually need people to gel. They just have the perfect team built for the playoffs right now.
Okay.
They're that engine that they're not hitting the NOS yet. But their gas is
waiting.
They're just going.
They're like this.
They're going. It's Mario Kart.
So of course the Pacers are 3. We just spoke about them. I think they're gonna drop on this list. The Sixers are gonna move up, of course. You think the Celtics, who are at number 5 right now, are gonna end up in the top 3. The surprising teams are the next 2 teams, which we're gonna take a little minute to talk about. The Nets and the Heat, man. Who the hell would have thought that these 2 teams would be in playoff contention right now?
I did. So the Nets.
Not the Nets.
The Nets, to me, is very surprising.
Who's their star player? Exactly. You don't know.
Well, DeAndre Russell is abusing people right
now. He is.
He's loving whatever.
I wonder if the Lakers regret that then.
No, because he would never fit there. When you put trying to be alpha male in a situation where he's not alpha male, everybody on that Nets team
is young.
And they're not A-list stars. They're B-list stars, if that. And they're looking at DeAndre Russell like, man, you came from the Lakers, bro.
I can't believe that
you was the number 1.
I can't believe that.
And then he's like, yeah. So then everybody
he said like you right now. Shit, it's my team, man.
Then everybody looking up to him, and he was like, yeah. So then he feels that empowers him, and then he goes out and he does what he does.
And you know what he's doing too is like, we had this discussion earlier, our first take that didn't record, where he's passing the ball for 3 quarters.
Yeah. Fourth quarter,
I'm doing what I need to do.
Lights out.
And y'all need to keep up with that. With the Heat, I don't even know who's on the Heat anymore other than Wade. That's it. That's it. Huh?
Yo.
He making that team click.
Wade got Viagra basketball.
Is that true, Gabby? I don't want to get sued. We just speculate.
Wade got Viagra basketball.
Allegedly, we don't know. Shit, he taking,
I don't know. He be doing some stuff.
And then at number 8, the Hornets.
They jealous.
We both had the Hornets at 8.
The Hornets and the Nets both jealous. We need a cameraman to put this so we can show you. But the Hornets and the Nets have similar teams, and I would love to see them play together. That would be a bad little point guard.
Let me tell you something. If the Hornets play the Bucks in the first round,
it's alright.
The Bucks are going to watch themselves.
Bucks down. They don't. I love Giannis, but you can't play half court.
And then close, not too far off, the Pistons, the Wizards, and the Magic. Now, when it comes to the Wizards and the Magic, I don't give them a chance. Pistons, though, they can capture 8th spot, especially now that the Pacers have lost Oladipo.
Pistons is the wild card, but they need a trade. They don't get a trade, they stay where they're at.
Okay.
They need a shooter.
Yo, come get him, son. We're gonna give it to y'all for free, son. The Knicks is desperately trying to give this guy away for free, but nobody won't take him.
Pistons are stupid. They should go after him.
It's the money, son. Nobody was.
Yeah, but to me, the Pistons. Who has the Pistons paid max contract? Yeah, but that's it. Who
look too happy right now.
Yeah, like who has they given money to? Like the Pistons got cake. They don't have a big salary. They got cake to give.
Yo, he not happy over there. Griffin is not happy. Don't be surprised if
Griffin's not happy because he's mad. He's one of them dudes that felt loyalty. NBA players, we shouldn't have loyalty. Have loyalty to his team. He thought he was gonna be at Clippers for life. You see when the owner tried to give him a pound, he running past. He was like, motherfucker.
But you know what's the sad part about that though? That the owners expect loyalty from the team.
Of course.
The players.
Of course.
So it's gotta work both ways.
Of course. It's a sad situation, but guess what? You never heard that about white boys. I hate to bring up the race situation. That's true. They only bring that up about black players when they leave and the loyalty and all that stuff.
True.
White players leave with any other team. You never hear anything about loyalty.
Yup, because Hayward left the Jazz.
You don't hear nothing about loyalty or
crickets, bro.
Oh, we did this for you and none of that. Even when Kyrie left, you heard that nonsense. It's all there. It's all there in writing. Trust me, I see it all the time. Players leave all the time, and you never heard about the. You know, I mean, the NBA is 90% black, but there are some big time white players that do leave teams, and you don't hear shit about that.
That's true. Now let's go over to the West. Your favorite division, of course, and conference.
Yo.
The number one team, of course, no surprise, are Boogie Cousins Warriors. Boogie almost bust his ass the other day. He almost got hurt again. Damn. Imagine that. 2 years in a row.
To me, Boogie Cousins, I'll get the chips this year and I go for max contract. I don't give Green max contract.
Well, Green's contract, he's just like Davis. His shit ain't up to 2020.
I know. But to me, I give Boogie knowing Green don't go away.
I guess so.
But the problem the Warriors have, I don't know if they really care if Boogie stays or not.
They don't. They already said it, yo, we don't got no money for him. Yeah. He's here to win a chip and him get some money. But it ain't gonna be from us. Yeah. Kerr got some balls. I gotta get it to him, son. Well, and then the number 2 team.
You better find some money for Klay Thompson.
Word, because he's out. He gonna go right across the ocean. Is the ocean that separates out and go this thing? Whatever, man. Y'all motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. He gonna cross the way. The number 2 team is a surprising team for me. The Denver Nuggets are the number 2 team in the West, and they're only a game and a half back from the Warriors.
I don't know how.
Tell me something about the Warriors. Who on that team? Crickets. We don't know.
You mean the Nuggets, but I don't know why the Nuggets are so good.
Team ball.
I watched them play.
It's that Russian dude, right? From Russia or something, Volkovich or something like that. I don't know the dude.
Nah, you talking about? Yo, isn't that the Dallas dude? You talking about the Dallas dude?
Nah, that's Luka Duric or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, there's 2. I forgot there's 2.
Mad Russians on the league now, son.
Yeah, we sound mad racist right now.
We not racist, man. We don't just saying there's mad Russian niggas on the teams and shit.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is, though? You're right. When as certain cultures watch their star player or their person of interest play a certain way, you watch them play like dirt, right? You watch, like in the black culture, you watch people play like Jordan when he was a star. You watch people play like KD. You watch people try to emulate certain people.
That's why we don't know their names.
So it is true how they watch certain players internationally and try to play like them.
Let me tell you something. Take none away from the Nuggets, yo. They good.
Yeah.
This is another surprise for me.
I see the Nuggets doing something like knocking a team off and people just being like flabbergasted. Like, how did that happen?
Another surprising team is the Thunder at 3. They
Thun-
stay there or they move down?
They stay there. If they don't make a trade, they get knocked out.
The 4th team, the Blazers.
I think the Nuggets can knock out the Thunder too.
Oh yeah, I think so too. What about the Blazers? They ain't living.
They just there. They're like that dude that's in the party, but you don't know why he there, but he there.
No, they like the dude at the party that he like the nice, the pretty chick,
Yeah.
but only the next chick under her comes like the friend.
Yeah.
The nice, they got the beauty pageant chick, and then they got the wholesome chick.
Yeah.
Right? He want the beauty pageant chick, but his lane is the wholesome chick.
Damn, Lillard. You got wholesome.
You get wholesome. At least you got something. You could be like me once upon a time and leave the party with nobody.
So you said Portland really should be just trying to make the playoffs and not anywhere else.
And just be happy with that. They don't have the team to, let's look at these teams. They're not going to beat the Rockets. They're not beating the Spurs. They're not beating the Thunder. They're not beating the Nuggets. They're not beating the Warriors. They should be happy that they just got an invitation to the party. Look, welcome to the party. Have a beer, nigga.
I can't wait for the NBA to change this playoff format.
What?
Top 16 team, East or West, doesn't matter. Let's make it happen.
Number 5, they shouldn't be at number 5. The Rockets.
Well,
you know what was holding them back?
Not anymore, man. Chris Paul came back. It's a wrap. When Chris Paul runs the organization, I love Steph. I love all these other point guards.
But they're not real point guards like Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is the definitive point guard. You think you could shoot better than Chris Paul? Chris Paul can shoot. Not as the best, but he can shoot.
Houston should be happy that he got hurt now
and not
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make a difference. They could knock off anybody in the top 5.
With Chris Paul, yeah. And they just got Kenneth Faried.
Crazy.
They got a little something.
And then after the Rockets, of course, is the Spurs, who I did not put them on my list? I sure did. They're at 6, exactly where they are right now.
Problem with the Spurs, they don't have a closer. Kawhi Leonard was a closer. They don't have a closer.
I think Popovich realized that he made a mistake by letting him come.
Yeah.
I think he was unhappy anyway.
Because he didn't get the respect that he deserves. He wanted it, and they've always been the big guy. Kind of like the Lakers. The Lakers have always been the big guy. The first time they won.
And Aldridge is not your typical big guy. He's not a back.
They need a closer, and they had Manu. They had Parker. They had closers. They have no closers now.
Parker's playing good in Charlotte.
Yeah, he's getting what he needs to do. They have no closers now, so that's why I say if they get Conley or somebody in there, that would be a good. Conley's a good closer. He knows how to run the system better than most. I pay him the money, and I bring him over.
And then at 7, the Jazz.
The Jazz, I'm waiting for them to explode.
They're a scary team.
I'm waiting for them to explode.
They're a scary team. They're going to do the same thing they did last year to niggas in the playoffs.
They still need one piece. I would love for them to go get a big man. I would love for them to go get a big man.
They got a big man, but he's not a strong.
He's not what I would consider that.
You know who would fit on that team real good? Drummond from Pistons.
They don't need like a superstar big man. They need an athletic big man that could grab boards and do the pick and rolls as effective as their point guard.
Marc Gasol.
I would go after him.
Marc Gasol is the perfect.
Yeah, I would. He's old. He's not gonna last long there, so you give you a chance to kind of bring in a younger player and have him learn on them, or use the center that they have right now. But and that's a good place for him.
Number 8, the Clips.
The Clips.
I don't know if they're gonna stay there though, because they started up hot, now they're cold.
The Clips will still make the playoffs, but they're not. They're Cinderella team, happy to be there. They're gonna run around, get Stippers lost, and get the fuck out. First round.
We have to be in. Yeah, we made it.
First round until 12 o'clock. Get the fuck out. They out. They don't have the I don't know. They don't have the culture to stay there right now.
And of course, close by, the three teams that are closest, the Lakers, Kings, and T-Wolves. I think the T-Wolves don't have a chance. And T-Wolves just continues to get hurt.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? The Lakers want to get to knock the Clippers off, and the only chance they have is LeBron needs to come back ASAP, and it's going to be down to the wire, and they're probably going to need a trade.
And the Kings, they're a good young team, but it's not going to happen.
The Kings not this year, but if they make the right trades next year, they will. A lot of teams in the West are going to change, right? With Anthony Davis leaving, and a lot of trades, maybe in the summertime, with Gasol and everything. Some of those teams are going to be different. So the whole West Coast is going to. The East is going to be stronger than the West, starting next year and into 2020.
Okay.
The West is starting to lose its culture and its top 10 teams being the best in the NBA and all of that.
East looks strong this year.
The East looks strong, and the East looks like it's just going to get strong. All the stars are in the East. If KD goes to the East, then you have all you have is the Warriors and the Rockets, and hopefully the Lakers. I don't see the Clippers being that strong, so the East looks like it's going to be taking the playoffs for a while if someone could dethrone the Warriors.
So our next podcast is going to be the day after the trade deadline. We're going to wait. We're going to wait.
Oh, we definitely did All-Star Weekend, so
yes.
Good for that.
But
I don't even know who's in the dunk competition, but I love the rookie. I'm taking the whole time.
I do not like the way they play my man from the Knicks. There's a couple of players on that USA team that should not be on that team.
Yo, Kevin Knox, you're a Knicks player, but I don't really like you, bro.
He's 19. He's 19 years old.
Yo, I still need you to show me.
You know what?
I still need you to show me something.
I
might be the dude that be like when they chose the unicorn, I was like, woo. And then they were like, I love when they chose the unicorn, but I'm just saying, for you right now, I'm like, woo.
Yo, I'm going to tell you this. This is not a football podcast, but when the Giants, on my shirt, I'm sorry, I know this is an NBA thing, when the Giants selected Odell Beckham Jr., I have friends just like you telling me, yo, man, I don't know, man, you know, he's short, yeah, he moved. See what happened? He's a phenomenon.
Yeah, but we suck as a team.
I don't know.
He's Anthony Davis. He's a freaking football.
Oh, man. He's proving everybody wrong.
You got freaking Superman on a team that ain't going to do nothing.
Big prediction for the freaking... Give me your biggest prediction that's going to happen during trade deadline.
Anthony Davis goes to the Lakers.
Davis to the Lakers?
Yeah, no matter what. The Lakers are full court press right now.
I'm ready to sit down.
They're making that play. They're making that play because they know this is what they need to do to make the playoffs.
What conference are the Pelicans in? The East or the West?
West.
He ain't going to the Lakers right now.
He's going.
You think they want to look at Anthony Davis every 3 games coming in and bust their ass?
Everybody's busting their ass. It doesn't matter. Everybody, yo. What they're looking at is they're looking at Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and they possibly could get KCP, which I don't think the Lakers should give them, but
and they're going to give him 2 first-round picks?
They're looking at 2 first-round picks.
I'll give them up. There you go.
Now, Boston has more first-round picks, but picks don't necessarily guarantee you stars. Feel like, oh, Boston has all these picks, whatever. No. What talent does Boston have to give you? Tatum. Tatum is nice, but apart from Tatum, what else can you give me? Hayward? Ingram has...
Rozier.
To me, Ingram...
And whatever picks you want, because I got everybody else's fucking picks.
To me, Ingram has more upsell.
He ain't better than Tatum.
He's not better than Tatum, but he has upsell.
He ain't going to be better than Tatum.
Yes, he can. He has a higher ceiling. He probably not, but he has a higher ceiling. He could play. Dude is man alone. He can play point guard.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Kuzma,
he can't make it. If he can't play as well right now with LeBron, when he goes on by himself, he's not gonna be playing well either. Because before LeBron got there, he was just Ingram.
I say his ceiling is high. Kuzma,
now you talking about a player who's been underrated and still underrated, and he needs a little bit of more time, but he gonna be a man.
His ceiling is up there. And then you have Ball, and you have Ball.
Ball needs to. You get Ball 2 years.
So let's compare one to one. So Ball versus Terry Rozier. So Rozier's at his prime. I think Ball could be better. His ceiling. So all the Lakers players, I could say, has a higher ceiling than the Boston players, but the Boston players are ready to go right now. So it all depends on what the Pelicans want to do. Do you want to try to win right now? I don't think Boston team is going to give you a longevity team. Okay. They're going to give you the quick 5 years.
Okay.
I think the Lakers stars, you have a future to build on with those draft picks.
Okay.
So that's why if I was Pelicans, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking that.
The good thing about the Celtics shit is, though, you will have players on the contract longer, and you're getting picks. Younger players will control money-wise. With Kuzma, Ingram, and Ball, you're going to have to pay these niggas in 2 years.
Rozier, you got to pay him right now.
Yeah, but he's not the commodity where he's going to demand max
money. He already said he wants max money. He basically said, he said I want max money. He's bugging. He want max money. He's going to get max money.
He's not getting max money. From who?
I don't know, but
the only dumbass team to get max money was the Knicks.
But I'm saying, if the Pelicans get him, the Pelicans know that he wants max money, so he's had it on. Then you have Hayward, who has a big-ass contract. His contract is huge. So then who else? Tatum? The only good thing you're getting out of the Boston trade
is the 3 number 1 picks.
Yeah. That's it. And with that, guess what? You might be in a situation where how many number 1 picks in the NBA have turned out to be great?
Not many.
Let me just tell you.
But still in all, it helps them cap-wise.
It does, but ain't nobody running to play for the Pelicans, especially if you lose Anthony Davis.
And you think you're not gonna lose Ingram and Kuzma?
No.
Their contracts is up in 20.
Yeah, but they ain't going nowhere. If they don't do their thing for the Pelicans, ain't nobody else trying to get them.
Well, Kuzma's gonna do his thing. That's his team.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Those 3 players have to show what they're worth, because them going to the Pelicans or going to another team means you weren't good enough for the big time. So you're not demanding no money from anybody until you show that. So when they go to the Pelicans or any other team, you basically got to show your talent.
I'm gonna give you a prediction all the way around.
That was my prediction. Big time.
Davis goes to the Lakers.
You can't have the same prediction.
At the end of the year, KD, he out the West.
To where though?
He going to the East somewhere, right? I still don't think Klay Thompson is going to get his money. I think Klay goes to the Lakers. I think Dame Lillard gets traded to the Knicks.
There's a whole bunch of predictions.
You know why? Because they're all going to come true. Because BX Lou keeps his ears to the street.
We got this recorded, so.
Of course. I really think this is going to happen. I think Davis is going to the Lakers, as you say. But I also think KD's going to be like, I can't fuck with them. We're not going to be able to
Don't be surprised if Lillard goes to the Knicks. That's my second prediction.
Traded to the Knicks?
Yeah,
or goes?
Either way, finds his way on a plane ticket to freaking New York.
To the city?
Yeah. Don't be surprised. Lillard is looking to be a franchise player on the big scale. And there's nowhere bigger than the Garden. And Lillard goes over there, he's busting ass against everybody.
And he takes Cousins with him.
Yeah. Don't be surprised.
Lillard, Boogie, and KP, Kevin Knox.
Woo! Don't be surprised. You heard it here first. On Bodega Sports.
You hear this guy?
You heard it here first.
That's a big prediction.
That's a big prediction.
That's a blind
That shit is on the freaking contract.
That's a Stevie Wonder.
Boogie Cousins wants money. New York.
Dame Lillard wants to be a franchise player.
New York.
KP wants to be somebody's Robin. New York.
New York.
Wow. How do you think about that?
KD, Boogie, and Lillard.
Wow.
New
You
York.
heard it here first, Bodega.
Don't even use that shit, ESPN.
Hold up. Let's put this shit up because we want to make it big. Yo, did you hear this? Dang Dollar. He got an album, though. You think what's up?
He ain't getting my money.
That fella goes back to the Knicks, too.
Yeah.
I said, you know, he said this is home.
Who?
No. I can see Melo taking off the rest of the year, waiting to see what the Knicks do, right? They get a bunch of big time players, like, fuck it, I'm going back to New York.
Yeah,
Because no, whoever go to New York and take them to the promised land, they legends. One chip, Lillard, statue. Boogie Cousins, statue. KD, statue. Melo, a crown.
Like, we gonna be up in the first row.
Oh, we go to New York for that.
We gonna spend our money.